So we're wrapping.
I'm sorry.
Let's start talking at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody.
So I was thinking
What's
about,
up? How are you guys
this,
doing?
Video.
It's a great start to the episode. So we're wrapping up.
I didn't play along there. Sorry.
You didn't. It's all right. It's all right.
I was distracted.
I want to read, to start this episode, our final Patreon episode about Toy Story. I want to read some comments from our patrons. We haven't done that in a while, and I think they deserve a little spotlight, including probably my favorite comment we've ever gotten about Toy Story 4. Seeing the movie in theaters was one of the craziest theater experiences I've had. Almost all the kids were really loud, and one dude snuck in a whole pie and was eating it through the whole movie.
Who said that?
A guy named Crystal. I would love if you gave us a follow-up. What kind of pie was it?
I would love to know what kind of pie. If it was
apple,
pecan pie, that might be my hero.
Like a savory pie.
Yeah. Was it a meat pie?
You know?
Yeah.
Was it a Boston cream pie?
Pumpkin. That would be hard to eat a cream pie in a
Boston cream pie in the middle.
Yeah.
That mean Buddy's like a serial killer or something. They're able to like maneuver Boston cream.
Man, we also got 2 people requesting. We got I don't know how to pronounce this name. Neop. Neop. NIOP MIOP. Neop.
Nice.
Says they want us to cover anything Scooby-Doo live action, or maybe Zombie Island and The Witch's Ghost would be dope AF. And then we also got a request from James. I'd love to see the next After Dark miniseries be the James Gunn live action Scooby-Doo movies. That does kind of fit with some of the stuff we've been covering.
My vote is no.
Tariq doesn't want to do it.
Tariq is anti-Scooby-Doo.
My vote
Tariq's
is no.
not anti-Scooby-Doo.
He's
He's just pro Scoob.
I'm definitely pro Scoob, but I'm also
he's anti-Doobie-Doo.
I don't want to watch those movies.
He's anti-Doobie-Doo. We also got someone said y'all need to see the Kung Fu Panda movies. It's the best best story DreamWorks put out, which is high praise because DreamWorks has some good stuff.
Like Shrek.
Yeah, I love Shrek. Love that.
When I worked at Blockbuster in 2008, my manager put Kung Fu Panda on repeat on like the TVs and the sound system. So I listened to that movie over and over again for a long time.
I'm sorry, dude.
I saw the first one in theaters. I remember liking it. I don't remember very much about it other than I liked it, and I never saw 2 or 3. I think that could be a fun one though. That'd be a good little mini series.
I've only seen like half of the first one and then like nothing else.
Here's a comment. This is from our Toy Story 2 episode where we were talking about the Philly airport. From Waluigi says, dude, the Philly airport is actually a nightmare. I fly in and out of there often and it's always bad.
Bro, I am never, well, actually, I can't say never because I'm actually supposed to go back there soon. But I'm very, very angry about it. I don't like it there, bro. It was bad vibes. That was a bad way to start that trip. And then it just got worse from there. It got so much worse. I thought I was going to have to stay in Texas.
Eventually, we'll do an entire Patreon miniseries where we just talk about specific airports, and then we're going to rank all of them.
I would love it. I would love to
that would be
the
cool,
airports
man.
That I've been
that
to.
kind of would be
use
cool.
The Patreon money to fly to different airports and record in different airports.
That's right. Hey, listen, LAX is kind of in the middle. Mid-tier.
You know, here's the deal. It sucks to
getting there is the problem.
Getting there is getting in and out sucks, but literally everything about it is overblown in terms of how much it sucks. It's like you get through security so fast. They just they're on it
rapidly fast, bro. Like it was insane.
You know what airport I fuck with is DFW, Dallas.
Oh, Dallas Fort Worth. I spent a solid 15 hours in there once.
Great place to spend that much time. I mean, London Heathrow. I mean, I could go on airports.
I mean, we grew up at the busiest one, O'Hare. Pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Pretty nuts.
Y'all grew up inside the
underpass.
airport?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we were, but we lived in different
Hanks, the
terminals.
terminal style.
We lived in different terminals though, so we were like we would just see each other around.
What if there's like what if someone did like a sitcom where it's just Zach and Cody, but they're like in an airport?
Dude,
In an airport.
so you see the movie The Terminal, Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah,
About,
I've never seen it, but I know it.
A guy
I know what
who
it is.
gets stuck in the airport and has to live there. That would be a good sitcom, honestly, if they just made
I think so.
the
Yeah, you're
Terminal
kinda right.
sitcom.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when
Should we stop recording this and write the pilot? Is what I'm asking.
Go to Steven Spielberg and tell him The Terminal should be a sitcom.
Look, I know you make a movie every year and they're always highly regarded, but we think you should do a laugh track sitcom based on The Terminal.
You will direct the pilot. We will showrun it.
And I think he'd be in. I think he'd be down. He seems like a
Hanks
good guy.
will be back too.
He could do for sitcoms what he did for TV animation, like with Animaniacs and Tiny Toons and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it could be us.
Ooh.
We could start it with Terminal.
Honestly,
Steven
what if
Spielberg
they-
presents The Terminal? on
Honestly, that does
ABC or whatever.
Okay, but what if it's a cartoon? What if it's like, because honestly, that now that I think about it, it's kind of got Animaniacs vibes where they're like they live at the Warner lot and they're always
That's true,
fucking
they live
stuff
in
up.
Warner Tower,
So that's
yeah.
kind of like what happened in The Terminal. We're not supposed to live there, but we're messing everything up. So I think he'd be way into it.
Yeah, man.
Like it's a spiritual successor to the Animaniacs.
It is. And it's a fucking
Yes.
sitcom, man. They gotta stay a sitcom. It needs to in order to be great.
Oh, perfect. Well, we should definitely write this very soon. Send
yeah.
it to Mr. Spielberg, and and
He's
then
a cursed
to
one.
Mr. Spielberg.
I think he's a cursed one. I think he's gonna hear this.
I think he's on here, yeah. And then, sorry, but once we get that deal, y'all are never gonna hear from us again.
No,
We're gonna be
No.
living in the terminal, baby.
yeah. It's like
Terminal boys.
It's like
Terminal boys.
it's like James Cameron says he's in the Avatar business now.
Yeah.
That's like we're in the terminal business.
We
That
are
would
in
be
the
s-
terminal boys.
how
All
funny would that
terminal,
be?
baby. It's our meal
It would-
ticket.
That would be so funny if Steven Spielberg came out and was just like, look, I know I've probably got a good 15, 20 years left making movies, but I'm in the terminal business now. 5 sequels for the terminal coming out.
Right, man.
All motion capture.
Oh, man. All right. This is a good cold open.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good vibes.
All right. Let's cue the theme song. We can talk about some Toy Story.
I've been watching them for years, it's always been something that fit with all the animated characters that's doing their own bits. With a fry who's in the future and a family guy that sucks. With a father from a hill, a burger family runs amok. The show inspires is the same guy, except he totally say and diverse.
Let's watch cartoons that burn.
After dark.
What the f is up, everybody? Welcome to Cartoons That Curse After Dark. We are here to finish our miniseries on the Toy Story franchise. We
Yeah.
covered Toy Story 1 through 4. We talked about Lightyear on the main feed. And now we're going to cover the Toy Story tunes and specials. My name is Johnny Tuchellos. I'm here with my co-host, Terrific Tariq. How you doing, Tariq?
Toy-tastic. Okay, here we go. That's
Okay,
the
great
one.
start. Great start.
It's this kind of episode, Mikey, man. Either you get with it or get left behind, man. Come
Oh,
on.
no. All right. Well, and with that, we're also here with our producer, editor, and After Dark co-host, Michael Yunez. Mikey, how are you?
You know, I'm good. I'm excited. I think we're all in good spirits.
Yeah, man. That's a great way to put that.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I will say these better than Lightyear. These are good.
For sure. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Oh man. We can say that. We can say that behind the Patreon wall. I don't want to say it wherever we want. I'll say it. I'll scream it to the rooftops. So if you didn't know, and you should know, and if you haven't, you can spend an hour watching these to catch up. In between Toy Story 3 and 4, they made 3 Toy Story tunes, which are basically little shorts that they aired before movies. if I'm not mistaken, Hawaiian Vacation was before Cars 2. Small
Yes.
Fry was before the Muppets movie.
That's
And
why I didn't see it.
I
That's why I
don't
didn't see
remember.
Hawaiian Vacation.
Right. That's why a lot of
that's
people
why
didn't
I
see
saw
Vacation.
Hawaiian Vacation.
It was the highlight of Cars 2 for sure. Was Hawaiian Vacation. And I don't remember what Party Source Rex was in front of.
I think that's
actually.
Monsters U. I think.
Oh, that might.
Please
That
please
sounds
double
right.
check.
I'm
I
gonna
don't want to
double
take
check it
another
right
L
now.
like I did on the Simpsons one.
You know what? No, it was. Oh, this is kind of actually weird and random. It was first screened ahead of the 3D theatrical re-release of Finding Nemo, which I also like. I want to watch Finding Nemo in 3D. I've never seen that.
That is
Oh, dude, it's great in 3D.
Oh, I gotta check that out. And then, oh yeah, that's all it was. It was just in front of the theatrical re-release of Finding Nemo. That's weird. They didn't put it in
that
front
was.
of.
I'm glad I told you to check it.
Yeah,
So
me too.
I didn't take that L.
It's also all on Disney Plus, and I have these because they're on my toy. I have Toy Story of Terror Blu-ray. They're on that as well. So that's the other thing. Then there's 2 specials that aired on television: Toy Story of Terror and Toy Story That Time Forgot. 22-minute television episodes, and they're a little more robust, like real 3-act stories, as opposed to these other like little shorts, which are fun. So we talked about, or we didn't talk about them yet, but we watched all 5 of these. They're all on Disney Plus. If you want to stop here, go watch them, and then come back. It'll take you about an hour to watch them all, I think. And yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about today. Is the final pieces of the Toy Story franchise. Though we didn't really consider talking about the Forky shorts.
Or
just
apparently
There's
there's
also Lamp Life.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I've
that.
actually still never seen Lamp Life. That's so you know how they started making shorts that like relate to the movie. Like they did like when the movies come out on Blu-ray, they'll usually put out a short on the Blu-ray that's like this is like an extra little short with the same characters. Lamp Life is the Toy Story 4 one and I think it's about Bo. I've never watched it though. Never watched it. Maybe we should have done that. We probably should have watched it when we covered Toy Story 4, but that's okay.
Right.
Rats.
That's okay because I don't think they did that for any of the. And
Right.
they didn't do those for any of the other Toy Stories. They started that. Well, they didn't even do it for Toy Story 3. They started it before that.
Yeah,
the one I always think.
One.
Yes,
I mean,
the one with the dogs. The one I always think of is Jack Jack Attack for the Incredibles.
Oh, that's true. Yep.
Hawaiian Vacation is so tied to Toy Story 3. I feel like
that's true. That does feel pretty Toy Story 3-ish. Well, let's jump into it. Toy Story Toons Hawaiian Vacation. The plot of this one is that Bonnie's on winter break from school and going on a Hawaiian vacation with her family. So all the toys are ready to spend the whole vacation doing whatever they want in her room. And then she gets home, drops off her backpack, and Ken and Barbie have stowed away trying to go to Hawaii, but get stranded in the toy room instead of Hawaii. That's the plot. And a lot of Michael Keaton in this one, which I think is its biggest strength for sure.
Yeah, man.
Love
Ken.
Love Ken. Ken is so funny. So
Ken
funny.
not
One of
kissing
my
Barbie is so funny.
I have 2 notes back to back. One is Ken is great. Lots of Ken. And then my next note is just you haven't kissed yet, which is such a funny line. We're like we're gonna have our first kiss. And Potato Head's like, what?
He's such
What
a
the
square.
I have a question. When they get out of their bag, Legos start pulling all their luggage out. Are those the only Legos we ever see in Toy Stories?
Whoa. I didn't catch that.
There's little Lego guys, little minifigs, and they're taking all their luggage out of there. And I'm racking my brain, but I don't really think we saw Legos in the Toy Story franchise, which is interesting, given that it feels like most companies are just down to, yeah. And then this would have been a few years before the Lego movie, so I don't know.
They
before
probably
they
had
were
it in the works.
Right. Right. But it was also before it was its own franchise, so they weren't like thinking about it as a competitor in any way. It was just, it's just a toy.
Well, it's like, yeah. It's a really strong brand though, you know.
Yes.
I imagine
true.
they'd be very protective of it.
True. Yeah, I mean when we talked about this with the first movie, how like a lot of companies didn't want to let them use stuff, including Mattel didn't want them to use Barbie. And then for the second one, they were like, one whole aisle, please. And
Y'all ever
they
been
had
to
all of the
Legoland?
Barbies. I think I've been to Legoland as a kid, but I remember very
I've
little
never been to
about it.
Legoland.
Me neither.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
We should
And
go on the podcast.
yeah. Where is
Can
Legoland? Is it
Can
here?
we do the Lego movies while there?
I mean, if we did the Lego movies, we'd have to do a trip to Legoland and do a special
sure.
episode on
Yeah.
Legoland.
Sure.
Carlsbad. That's not very far. We can go there. Tariki,
Oh,
it's kind of
dude,
far.
yeah,
It's pretty far
fucking
for
San
you.
Diego.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty far for you.
Pretty far for you.
It's okay, I'll walk.
That's okay. We can get another rundown of the Philly airport.
I thought you were gonna say I thought you were gonna say we could get you an Uber.
No, we're gonna do Lyft.
Yo,
Okay.
if we do the Lego movies, we have to do the Playmobil movie.
Bro, that movie. Never mind. All right.
You saw it?
I saw it in theaters.
Spill. You like it? You're a fan?
$1,000. You're like one of the
So
only
Yeah,
people
no,
saw
it's
it.
so okay.
He's like
Look,
Tariq is like 100th of their entire gross.
Fam.
dude.
Okay, all right. Let me.
this is so funny.
This is a big tangent. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. This
it's okay.
is so funny.
When the Playmobil movie came out, and I saw it that it made the opening weekend, it made a catastrophic, like, I can't remember if it was 30,000 or 300,000. It was like I think it was like 300,000 the first weekend, and I was like, what the fuck? And I just couldn't understand how it like made that little money. So I was like, I gotta see it somehow. And I tweeted about it. And then no, I didn't tweet about it. I was thinking about it, but then my one of my friends from college tweeted about it, and I responded and I said, if you're serious, I will skip every class I have today, and I will go to go see this movie right now. And then we didn't see it that day. We ended up seeing it the next day. And then after the movie, we got very drunk and recorded a drunk review of the Playmobil movie, which is on my Patreon.
Oh, I need to
But
hear that.
that movie is way better than it's supposed to be. It's not like super rad or nothing like that, but it's like way better than it's supposed to be.
I was a Playmobil kid. I can get down with that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now I really want to see it. Is that
It's
now I really
it's
wanna
all
watch it.
right. It's all right. I remember
So
it
if we
being
did a
all
Lego
right.
movie miniseries, which would be a fun one to do, I feel like we didn't really even talk about that before, but
There's
is
a couple
good-
that I haven't seen. I haven't seen 2 and I haven't seen Batman.
Dude, Batman is
Oh,
so.
I think I've seen
good.
I've seen the other ones though. I've seen the other
Might be
ones.
my
I
favorite.
I watched Lego Ninjago with you, Tariq, and that was a
Right.
fun. I saw it in the theaters too, but then I watched it with you and a bunch of people in the VC, and we had a good time. We had a
That
great
shit was
time.
alright,
I
man.
was
I like
I
that
was
shit. That
literally
shit was
just
funny.
sitting there.
Alright.
I was just sitting there waiting for the cat part, and I was like, they're gonna love this.
I
shit.
know. It's the best part.
It's so
That
good.
shit was alright, man.
There's also good performances in it. I really like Dave Franco in it. I really like Jackie Chan in it. It's fun. Abby Jacobson.
I've always wanted to see Batman. I just never got the. You know, when Batman came out, I was dating this girl at the time, and we were gonna go to the movies. And I said, all right, there's these 2 movies that I want to see, and I'm gonna show you both trailers, and you just pick which one we go to. And Lego Batman was one of them, and obviously that wasn't picked because I haven't seen it. The other one was La La Land. And I had a good time, so I'm not I'm not mad about it or anything.
I think
like
it's a
that,
pretty good
but
movie. Yeah,
That
it's
is
a pretty good movie.
why I ended up not seeing Lego Batman.
La La Land was a weird one where it was
It's a
just
real
like it was.
Sophie's choice.
Well, they should have combined them, and so you could see Legoland.
Oh, we could have just went to Legoland.
Oh man. Okay, so we let us know, patrons, cursed ones. How do you feel about the Lego movie as a miniseries plus Playmobil little add-on there? It would be
Playmobil
5
drunk
movies.
ep.
Anyway, what I was saying
What were you
before
saying?
the internet so rudely interrupted us was that let us know if you want us to do Lego movies or Playmobil or all of the above. And
Oh, I was saying we gotta do Playmobil drunk to tie it all together.
All
I'm down.
right.
I'm
We
down.
gotta do-
All right.
to
Playmobil
link.
after dark. I get it.
Yup.
You know?
Yup.
I'm in. Okay, let's get back to Toy Story Toons Hawaiian Vacation. This is a fun premise. Like, I like the toys getting together to be like, these poor guys thought they were going to Hawaii. Let's give them a little vacation.
Mhm.
I also like gives us a little insight into like life between Toy Story 3 and 4. I like that. One thing I just wrote is I like that Ham and Buttercup are homies. They just
Yeah, me
they
too.
just seem like they seem like they're hanging out the whole time. Like, they're good. That's a good pairing. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
them.
yeah.
I like the creativity. Like the scuba diving bit was funny when they're like on the strings and they're using the TV and the bubbles and everything to pretend they're scuba diving.
Mhm.
It's pretty fun. Uh, it's just like a bunch of little sketches, a bunch of little bits
Yeah.
basically.
They bring
Um,
back Spanish Buzz.
they bring
Yeah,
back
they do.
Spanish
Spanish
buzz.
Buzz.
I love the colors and the palette of the sequence where like they got the nice vivid colors, and then he's holding the glow stick and he's doing the dance. I like how that whole sequence looks. It looks great. Uh,
Mm.
Oh, and then that
You know-
joke at the end is so funny when he's
Yeah, I
like,
love it.
yeah, the Spanish joke is like in Spanish he says we got all the poop out of the kitty litter or something, and then Mrs. Potato, it's like Spanish is so beautiful. It's so good. It's so funny. What do you guys think?
Like
Got any
is
thoughts on this one?
the keychain on the zipper.
Yeah,
Being,
the pilot.
you don't
I'm not-
really play with your zipper, so he doesn't really get a lot of play time. Probably
That's
but
true.
He's
Mm.
But he does-
functional.
But he zips a lot, zips and unzips
He zips.
every day, a few times
Mhm.
probably. Yeah, that's true. So he at least gets some action.
A little playtime.
You can get fidgeted with. You never know.
Oh yeah. That's cute. And then like they do the little kiss. I like that they like Ken's leg goes up. That's funny.
Yeah.
Ken does the leg flip.
And then they fall.
And then they fall
It's
into
a
the
great
Yeah.
ending.
yeah. It's cute. It's a cute
I
one.
like Mr. Pineapple Head. It's a good
Yeah.
good image when Potato Head's eyes.
Good
and
image.
Everything
Yep.
is in a pineapple.
Agreed. It's great. I also at the very beginning there's a good gag where they're all like where the potato heads are walking by and they're like they ask if they want him to deal him into poker, and she's just like, nope, he's with me all weekend, and they start walking off and he just leaves one eye in his hand. He's like, deal me in. So he's just so he can leave just enough to play poker. It's pretty funny. They're always creative with Potato Head. Always fun stuff. Guys, any other thoughts on Hawaiian Vacation? Trick, you got anything else? No, man.
Good.
It's
it
good.
was chill.
It's
Good
good.
move.
It's funny.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about small fry.
I have one
Wait,
more
what do you got?
question.
What do you got? Yeah.
Where does Woody get that hat and his shirt? Like, is there some
Oh,
did I
like
miss
the
that?
Hawaiian.
or is
No,
there
I
some
don't-
like tiki toy that has
Maybe
that?
he gets it from Ken.
I have no idea. No idea.
Maybe Ken packed all of that stuff.
They just like swapped out Woody's hat for like a straw tiki hat thing.
I just searched Woody Hawaiian shirt, but I just get a bunch of Hawaiian shirts. No Woody.
with Woody on them.
No.
And I was hoping so, but no Woody. It must be a brand. I think there's a brand of Hawaiian shirts called Woody, so that makes this real.
That's bad vibes.
confusing. These are elaborate.
Oh my god! We'll link to these on Patreon.
This is
if you want to
bad
buy some
vibes.
Woody Hawaiian shirts.
Oh man. All right. Well, let's move on to Small Fry. Small Fry. I really like Small Fry. Small Fry is so
Me
funny.
too, man.
One of the things I love about this one and the next one is that they continue to explore types of toys that we haven't really seen in the other movies. So like the entire focusing on Happy Meal toys is so funny. Like, of course, that's a whole nother
Word.
world of the Toy Story universe that should be explored. Toys these and for them to do the support group is so genius because they are the most neglected toys. They're often just thrown away.
Yeah.
If they don't get the one they like, they're kind of like whatever.
Mhm.
They're lost. They're easy to lose. They're not sentimental. So the support group is so funny. It's one of the funniest ideas in any Toy Story anyway, is the Happy Meal toy support group.
Yeah, I think I wrote down these toys are so fucking sad. Because it was
Yeah.
so, it was, they're like when they're introducing themselves and they're like, and they are kind of fucked up toys. Like, why would you get this to a kid?
I
Like,
like the one that's just the entire human nervous system.
that's the one I was just thinking about. He's
It's
just
so
a fucking
funny.
nervous system. He's like, who the fuck would want to play with the nervous system?
It's so funny.
I like the eagle, like in the like Constitution car or whatever.
Yeah,
They're so stupid.
yeah. I like. They even built like lore around them. Like they had the Transformers that was just a piece of meat, it was like a T-bone steak bot.
I mean, yeah, you'd have to. I mean, because when you think about like Happy Meal toys, they're always like movie tie-in
They're based on
stuff.
something.
So like, what to have to make a bunch of Happy Meal toys for this short and just have them be random ass shit, you know?
For sure.
So that leads me to a question that I had written down when I saw that there were Buzz Lightyear Happy Meal toys.
Now that Liz Lightyear raised
dude.
more
Yeah,
questions.
I said, do you think that Bonnie saw Lightyear?
She does
Good
like
question.
Buzz.
She does like Buzz. And she specifically asked for a Buzz Lightyear toy. At
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Mhm.
She wanted Buzz. It's a good question. You
So
know,
were
I
those
feel like
toys? Were those toys for Lightyear? Let's really talk about.
they said
it.
something
I mean,
else on them.
They
Hold on.
all are, right? All the Buzz stuff.
They did say they were branded as like the Space Ranger Force or whatever. Like it felt like it was branded whatever his like team was. So I want to know, maybe there's a cartoon. They need to answer these. These are the big important questions.
These are big,
You know what-
big fucking questions.
You know what would be funny if they made a Lightyear 2 and they gave him like a new belt.
Yeah, just like in
He
Toy
has,
Story 2
like,
when he
a
had the
fancy
belt.
belt.
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny. I would like that a lot.
One of my favorite characters and bits in the support group is I really like Gary Grappling Hook, specifically for the moment when Buzz, he's like, "May I?" and he grabs him and he points upwards and Gary just goes, "Oh yeah," right before he like launches him up, which is so funny. But also like you gotta expect that grappling hook hasn't been fired in a long time. He was
Yeah,
ready.
man.
He was ready to go. Funny. There are some good toys there. DJ Blue Jay, Taekwondo.
I love DJ Blue Jay.
DJ Blue
if
Jay.
I was a kid, I would eat that shit up. Like that would be my favorite Happy Meal toy.
He's great. He's so funny.
Yeah.
He's
What was
great.
the monk?
Oh, Funky Monk. The Funky Monk. He was pretty good. He was pretty funny. There are so many. They really jam-packed it full of fun Happy Meal ideas.
Like I feel like there were more than they had in the wide shot of all of them, right?
There definitely were. Because they
Yeah.
were, a lot of them were surprise reveals.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Mm.
But they're great. They're so funny.
Man, this shit could have been a movie. Like just this whole thing.
I know.
With just
I honestly think all three of the shorts could have benefited from a few more minutes.
Yeah, I would buy that.
You know what's crazy about Small Fry though is that like it feels the same length as Hawaiian Vacation, but it's 12 minutes.
Oh wow.
And Hawaiian
I mean,
Vacation is like 6.
Small Fry does a lot.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that much longer. It is funny how much of a little creep little Buzz is. He's little.
You see how mad Ham gets when he smacks him on the ass?
Yeah.
He
My
gets so
favorite
angry.
though.
Interesting that he doesn't think he's a space ranger.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
He knows
just
because he
wants
was
to-
on display. He knows he's a toy because he's on display, right?
Well, so
he's,
are the other buzzers
Yeah.
in Toy Story 2.
That's true.
They're on the toy. They're on display.
But he literally like yeah. There's never any explanation. But he was opened. He was taken out of the bag and put into the display case to never be played with, which is again a sad concept for a toy in this universe. What if you're one of the display toys? That's sad.
Yeah.
I also love how much Rex was trying to convince them that it was the same Buzz. He's like, he said the plastic in the ball pit made him shrink. He's like, it's so funny. He's so convinced. This is such a funny concept. I love it so much. I do think the like Happy Meals toy support group part stronger than the little Buzz back at Bonnie's room part. But they work together.
I love all this stuff with him though. It's all really
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, he's good. Also at the end when they go back to the support group and he's in the support group and Buzz is like his sponsor, Big Buzz is his sponsor. That first shot of him, you see up through his helmet and he's got all the scuffs on the back from when he was in the thing. I was like, that was pretty crazy animation. Just that detail is like, oh wow, that looks like a scuffed Happy Meal toy. Good stuff.
Bubs.
Yeah,
I believe they called them
thoughts?
fun meals.
Yeah, was that what they were? Fun meals? Fun meal toys? Sorry.
I might get a fun
Sorry,
meal
McDonald's. I'm hungry. Maybe.
Me too, dude.
You reminded me that I'm
man.
hungry.
Can we order food on the podcast?
We could do it. We could all talk about what we order.
Order food for each other.
Whoa, that would be funny.
Whoa, Mikey, don't play with me, man. Come on. That's a challenge. I like that.
It's kind of a funny podcast idea, honestly. It's just like three people just being like ordering each other food and then talking through it and judging each other based on what we ordered each other and then talking it over.
Should we?
That's what everybody wants to
just
listen to is people eating.
Yes,
mukbangs, man.
correct.
Them shits get like 5 million views, man. We could be a part of that.
Just constant smacking into the
Yeah.
mic.
I think we should do this. I think we should do this one day.
We'll just
know,
have
let us know.
many spin-offs of Cartoons That Curse.
Yeah, we're gonna have so many. We're gonna do Real Cinema, which
Cartoons
is our
That
Scorsese
Cook.
miniseries. Cartoons That Cook is gonna be our the one where we don't cook, but we do order each other food.
I have so
And,
many ideas for real cinema. We got to start with the Wolf of Wall Street.
We got to start
then-
with the Wolf of
yes.
Wall
We'll
Street.
start with the Wolf of Wall Street. Then we can go to Taxi Driver. Then we can do
Mhm.
Casino. Let's do all Scorsese
Yeah.
first. And we
Yeah,
can do Mean
it's-
Streets.
We'll do them
Ooh,
all,
yeah,
and then of course Joker.
Let's do Kings of Comedy, then Joker, then Taxi Driver.
Perfect,
Ooh.
beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful.
dude.
The perfect order to watch those in.
Yeah,
Uh,
there it is.
you guys got any other thoughts on Small Fry?
I read all my notes with Small Fry. I like
Hell
Small
yeah.
Fry a lot. It's really funny. I like all
It's
the
so
toy
funny.
designs. It's just
I
super
enjoyed
funny.
it.
I really like Small Fry. Big fan.
Yeah.
Next one, Party Saurus Rex. This is another one. This is another one that explores other types of toys we haven't seen, which is like the bath time toys. They only get played with at bath time. And then they probably are also toys that get discarded early in their life because kids stop taking baths eventually. They take
Right.
showers. They don't play with
Yeah.
toys in there anymore. I love the idea. I just love this whole. This is so fun. Him going in and just starting a rave for the bath time toys is so
I
fun.
fuck with it. I
Yeah.
fuck with Partysaurus Rex.
Me
It's
too.
really good.
It's
fuck
so
with it.
funny. And I like that they set up like Rex a little insecure about being a buzzkill, and then in this new place, he's the only one with arms, and therefore he can keep the party going. He's
Yeah.
he's the one who can let them play all day, even when it's not bath time.
Man, just how great is, I mean, Wallace Shawn just killing it as
He's
Rex.
so good,
you know?
so good as Rex. It's so funny. I also love when they first get into bath playtime, and it's like the playtime visuals where it's like what Bonnie sees, and it's just
Yeah.
like the smoky, foggy iceberg with the boat swimming up, and then full size Rex comes out of the
Dude,
water.
it's so good. It's like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
classic Toy Story like play sequence, like the one in Toy
Yeah.
Story 3.
Exactly.
But like nautical,
Bath time.
or, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, nautical.
And I
There's-
love the sea captain toy.
Yeah.
The way
Man.
when it goes up to the duck that's like looks dead, and he says, "Squeak to me."
my
Squeak
notes.
to me.
My notes. I couldn't place that duck. I wrote my note says, "Is that fucking Keenan Thompson?" Because the duck kind of sounded like it. It's not Keenan Thompson. But the
No.
duck
I
kinda
like
sounded
looked
like
at the
Keenan
casts, and
Yeah.
it didn't seem like anybody that noteworthy,
Thompson. Mhm.
Right.
aside from the main
cast, because they
Yeah.
already have to pay. I bet they recorded all of these shorts in like one go, like Or I don't know. Like
I saw some like repeat names in there, and some like Pixar, like Josh Cooley did voices, and like other
Yes.
Pixar people.
Small Fry was directed by Angus MacLean, who directed Lightyear. So he did 2 Buzz themed things.
I think he did voices too throughout these shorts.
It's cool that they have a lot of the people at Pixar, because a lot of them are good. But what was the thing in what? Oh, it's Socks. We're saying Socks is one of the directors, and he was such a good performance.
Mm-hmm.
He's in one of these too.
Is he Peter Song?
Which one? Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, go I like Bonnie's really real kid response to her mom saying, "Are you trying to flood the house?" And Bonnie says, "Yes."
Yes. Yeah. Bonnie is such a funny kid. She's a great character. I think she's so funny in Toy Story 3, in these shorts, and in the
in Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4. She's great in Toy Story 4. She has a really funny line in Toy Story That Time Forgot that I'll bring up. She's funny in that. She's great in that too. My favorite joke, my favorite line is, so they're like the party's going, the bathtub's flowing, they're all floating on top, and they cut to the bottom, and they're like, all the ones who sink, they're like, oh, all the floaters get to have all the fun. And then that little glowing guy pops down in the thing, goes, "What's up, fishes?" It's so good. Oh man, this one probably makes, this and Small Fry both make me laugh so much. Such a funny idea.
Mm-hmm.
And also just visually, this one is beautiful.
Yeah.
The like
that party is fucking lit.
The rave.
That shit got lit. Once it started, like when he started the shower, I was like, oh shit.
I love the suspense of that moment where he like thinks he's stopped it. He's like, oh, thank God. And then they just all look up. Yeah. It's great. It's so good. Oh, this is so funny. So funny. Yeah. These are great. These are so much fun. I'm surprised they didn't do more of these.
I was thinking that when I finished watching them.
They're all good. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I wish they had done more. You guys got any other thoughts on Party Saurus before we move on to the more substantial special?
A fun detail I liked, another Woody's hat detail, is after the house is flooded and the toys are all wet, his hat is like floppy and like it's soaked, but it's not
nice.
You know, that material wouldn't do that, but it's
it wouldn't
like
do that.
Nice,
it still looks good.
Nice detail.
Hell yeah, that's great. The other thing that's so great about these, especially this one, is like, yeah, they have all the other toys there as like place setting and all that, and they all have lines, but this is so funny without all the other toys. It's just Rex and all the new toys, and that's like the most fun part about this one for sure. They're able to tell funny stories in this world without our main cast if they want to, other than Rex, of course. And that Jamaican water toy, the outdoor water toy, that was pops up. I feel like these also, like, to a degree, like, it's a big sell that like the toys flooded the bathroom, and that they were just like like they're doing a lot. The toys are doing a lot in some of these, you know. And
they really are.
Yeah,
taking big risks
for sure.
All right, should we move on to Toy Story of Terror?
Let's do
it.
Oh, yeah.
I really like Toy Story of Terror. I like how it starts. I like them, like they're on a road trip, sitting in the trunk watching old movies. I like that the toys like brought the portable DVD player to watch old movies themselves in the trunk.
Yeah.
Dude, Mr. Prickle Pants.
He's the goat.
Finally, some Timothy Dalton. You know, this is the most we get him in any of the movies.
And he's so perfect because he's just he's like explaining all of the fundamentals of horror films as it's all happening.
Dude, he's a cinephile. He's Randy from Scream,
right?
Telling him all the rules.
Exactly. It's so good. But this one, like, obviously the other ones are all fun. These other shorts are all fun, but this was like a substantial story with like a real arc. Like, this is Jessie's story. This is kind of really her only real major story post Toy Story 2. And it's very much like answer to her trauma that we saw in Toy Story 2. It's all about her claustrophobia from being packed up in the box for years and years. So like anytime she's stuck in a small space, she has like an anxiety attack. And I
It
think
also has real stakes. This one, the shorts don't really. It's
for
like
sure.
confined to like small scale
Yeah.
stuff.
True.
And this is like,
Yes.
they're kidnapped and sold. You know.
Yeah. Also I like the iguana. Like he's funny,
The
well
iguana's
animated,
cool.
but like that is it's a fun reveal for like what the scary thing that was hunting them down was. And then the idea that this guy trained him to just grab shit so that he could sell is pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. But I really like all the character stuff here. Like when Jesse gets trapped the first time, I like that Buzz is the first one to be like, oh my God, because he knows Jesse's got that trauma and he's like immediately there to help her. The Prickle Pants stuff is so good. This is the first Combat Carl, who we see in Toy Story 4 later.
Yeah.
So Carl Weathers playing Combat Carl,
So good.
who they talk about in Toy Story 1. It's just Sid's blowing one up. Sid's blowing one up, and they go, "Oh, it's a Combat Carl."
I didn't realize that.
And,
Jeez.
yeah.
I didn't
So it's
realize Combat Carl was such a fucking through line. In these.
That's right. Yep. And it's so funny. Also, like the hotel has so many good spooky locations. When they get under the floorboards, it's pretty scary under there. I feel like they used the bathroom to like kind of as an homage back to things like Psycho, where she's hiding in the shower.
There's a Shining reference. The
as usual
key to the motel is the same design as the keys.
No
in the
way.
Shining. Yeah.
Oh shit. That's a good one. There are so many fucking Shining references in these movies. It's crazy. It's great. Did you guys catch that? So when he's selling all of these toys, it's really brief, but you pause on the shipping label, and it was Al buying Woody and Jesse.
Can't let it go, man.
It was Al.
Can't let it go.
He couldn't. He thought he had him again. Got him for 2,000. He's like, this is perfect. and he lost him again.
Couldn't let it go.
Yep, couldn't do it.
What happens if, like, what would happen in that situation? The purchase is made, and then you don't have the thing to
probably
to
just a
send.
refund. Probably just an immediate refund, I think.
Yeah,
So,
really.
yeah.
At that point.
I like the ending where she has to overcome her fear and get in the box in order to save Woody. And it also is like kind of a nice subversion of like how Woody saved her in Toy Story 2. She's stuck in a box and he tracked her down, and it's like kind of similar because it was put on a plane, and this time it's being put on like a shipping cargo truck or whatever.
Right.
So it's a nice little subversion and reference back to what happened there. But yeah, it's just a nice little arc for Jessie. It's good. I like that they give her like a real story. She's the main character for sure of this.
Oh yeah.
Everyone gets picked off
Definitely.
except for her at first. It's great. And there's some good scary shots. I like when she doesn't want them to tape the box, and then it does get taped anyways. And that shot where you see like where it just gets darker as the tape goes over is pretty
rough,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I love the big like transformer robot that comes out of the thing.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
He's pretty
I
cool.
like how it
looking.
breaks apart.
Yeah, Transitron. Pretty good.
Man, there's a part where when they're trying to figure out what's snatching everybody, and I guess there's something on the floor, and then Buzz like bends down and like puts his hand in it and like tastes it. That shot literally made me gag because it's like gooey and clear, and I was like, this is just bad vibes. They could have made this shit any other color. Like I was like, like I literally was like, like I gagged. I didn't like it. Wasn't a fan.
Also, Buzz, he can't taste anything.
I know. Can
That's
they taste?
true too.
Can they
I
taste?
don't know.
Can toys taste?
Dude, Buzz is
They
great
can
in this
smell.
one. I love. So my favorite is part of this is probably when they're watching the movie, just like Prickle Pants explaining it, and like
Yeah.
Like Potato Head like takes his ears out, like, which is
Right.
funny, even though
It's
that's
funny
kind
that
of
like
inconsistent.
makes him
'cause,
not
like,
hear.
Yeah,
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 that's
'cause
what I was gonna say. Because he could like,
should be able to hear even where, no matter where it is.
yeah, but whatever. But also like Buzz like being invested and being like, tactics, find something to
Yes.
defend yourself. He
I
even
love
says
that.
like the character's name.
Yeah.
But also there's that rad scene where he like makes the zip line using like the shower curtain ring
Yeah.
and like the I don't know, that just gets at like a core thing about Buzz that's so cool is like how like resourceful he is, like with the
Totally.
environment and stuff.
Yeah.
And it'd be cool if Lightyear maybe adopted some of that, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
made him a little
that's true.
MacGyver-y, you know?
That, and because that is like the whole thing about his first big scene in the first Toy Story is he's like, I can fly, and then he closes his eyes and we see that it's just like an incredible array of events in which he balances on a car and then flies up and gets attached to a thing. It is very MacGyver-y though. It's like, oh, look at yeah. And you're right, that is a fun thing. Like even and then in Toy Story 3 when he escapes, you see him like, yeah, they do the same thing in that one.
When he's on the like broomstick and then jumps up to the top, like, yeah, dude.
You're right. That is a thing that, you know, that feels like something I would have been happier to see them like adapt into a real world setting versus like just the kind of hollow like dialogue that Buzz said in the first one. We don't, it's unstable.
And then it's the classic, like everyone else is like, that's not gonna work. That's too crazy or whatever.
Right.
You know?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, missed opportunity. Bummer. My last note is that the Pez machine puking out of Pez was really funny.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Pretty good visual. Treek, you got any thoughts on Toy Story of Terror?
Yeah, my last note is why did Buddy steal the cop car at the end?
Dude, that was so good.
Not only does he get in the cop car, but he reverses too much and he crashes into a pole.
He
almost gets himself killed.
And then he runs, and then he keeps going. It's also funny how the cops just watch, and they don't even
like
panic.
how fast
no sense of urgency. Absolutely no sense of urgency. Like even when they recognize that he's in the car, even when they recognize that he could have died, there's like no sense of urgency.
Yeah, agreed. It's pretty funny. Funny.
It's like William H. Macy in Fargo over here.
Yeah. Oh god, I love Fargo so much.
We could do Fargo.
Dude, I love Fargo.
And then we could do
on
Fargo
the True
show.
Cinema, on the real
on
cinema.
the True Cinema, Real Cinema podcast. We only cover directors who are sure we'll never do a Marvel movie.
If they get Marty Marr to do one of those, that'll be the best thing.
Not happening, homie. Not happening. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, no way.
Nope. Should we move on? Move on to the last one, Toy Story That Time Forgot.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So obviously this first one was Halloween themed. I believe it aired around Halloween on television. This one is Christmas themed. It's kind of Christmas themed. It takes place around Christmas. It's not really Christmas themed. So Bonnie's got this little. Oh, actually, wait. I want to talk about her playtime. First, I love her playtime at the beginning of this, where she's pretending like she's so imaginative, where she's imagining her dinosaurs are like reindeer. I like that she's just like she's got such a weird kid brain. But my favorite line is when they're having like they're doing restaurant. They're at a restaurant, and he's like my son has a bug in his food. He's allergic to bugs. that's such a funny line. It's so funny. But yeah, this is one of my favorite Bonnie playtimes. I just think she's so funny. Honestly, I would watch they could do shorts that were just playtimes and it would be fun. Like that would be fun. That could work. Yeah.
Her Buzz backpack is fucking great.
So cool.
Is this the only time we've ever seen this backpack?
Yes, it is the only time is in this special.
Do they make that backpack?
Well, clearly. You mean in real life?
In real life.
In real life.
Buzz Lightyear backpack. Let's look it up. similar.
Maybe
They got a
With
similar
the
one, but it
clear
doesn't.
part.
That's the thing it doesn't have. It doesn't have the clear part. It
Oh,
looks like
no.
there's a variety of Buzz themed backpacks, but I want that one. That one's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this one's pretty close. This one's like the spaceship. This one's way closer to the design of the spaceship from the first movie, like his box spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should each buy a different Buzz Lightyear backpack. Meet up at Legoland,
and then that's where we send the food in.
Yeah.
Oh,
There it is. There it is.
Gosh,
There
we're
it
just like
is.
we
we're
have
sending
too
each
many
other
podcasts
food like
now.
from our local, like
Yes.
like I
Fuck
will
it.
send LA food all the way to
Yeah.
you, Tariq.
Yeah, send us some
Good vibe.
cheesesteaks.
Send us some
dude.
cheesesteaks. I'll be down for
You
that.
got it.
I would
You
too.
got it.
Sounds pretty good. Oh god, I'm hungry. God dang it, I'm hungry.
Me too, man. Shit.
I know. That's okay. We're on the back end here, and then we're gonna
All
eat.
right,
And we're gonna
the
eat.
last
My
one.
one note on Toy Story that time forgot was Buzz backpack is cool.
Hell yeah! And we covered that thoroughly,
Yeah,
baby.
we
Yeah, we
Thoroughly.
did, man.
This little rich kid. It's so funny. She's got this rich kid friend, and he got more toys than anyone ever has for one Christmas. All his new toys, and he's just like, nah, I'm just gonna play my video game, which I do understand. Video games are fun.
Mhm.
But
Does
I
the
do-
controller come to life?
No.
Right. Explain. This is another one though that I really like the idea, even though this one's a little weird. This one feels so different than any other of these stories because it's so much the toy adventure and very little about the human elements. Like there's not much interaction with the human elements over the
But
course of this.
that's the resolution.
Right, exactly.
Mhm.
But the premise is great, where these toys are so fresh out of the box that, like Buzz, they are ignorant and believe they are truly what they are, and but there's a whole society of them, so they literally can just have their little weird battle store toy society, and they're all ignorant to the fact that they're toys, and that's funny. It was, and I love them singing their theme song. they when they're doing their big speech and they start singing the Battle Source song. That's pretty funny.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is a fun idea, and there's some cool sequences. I really like the gladiator pit stuff. Some of the shots they did of the big sock monkey made him look like a pretty cool monster. Like the way his hands came down was
crazy.
cool. Yeah. It's a different vibe for this one, and it's also Trixie.
Yeah.
It's a Trixie story, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
she's
like,
the main character.
I like when they get there and the dinosaurs are doing that whole spill where they're really showing them that they dead ass serious and that they take this very serious and that they
Yeah.
really think that they're I like Woody and Buzz just can't stop cracking the fuck up.
Yeah.
They keep just saying jokes to each other, snickering. Like Buzz says, now we know where they keep the fossils when they're doing when the old one comes out. It's so funny.
That's good.
What is he says something, oh man, he says something else that was that was super funny. But I love that. I love that little rapport that they have.
Yeah, and it's there's a nice little arc for Trixie because so she so desperately wants to be played with as a dinosaur, and then through these toys who don't even realize they're toys and just trying to help them realize that they're toys. I really like the sequence where she's walking him through the boxes and unveiling the boxes, and he's kind of realizing, oh shit, are we what is this? And but the idea that the fun of playtime isn't necessarily that they get to do what they want to do. It's that they kind of surrender to the playtime. They just they go with it, and they get to be what their kid wants them to be, and that's kind of magic. They don't have to be what they are. They can be anything. It's nice. I think it's I feel like this one's more fun than it is impacting to me, but it is nice. I like it. It's got a nice ending. I love the battle sores. I think it's we've never seen a rich kid in the Toy Story universe. First rich kid with a bunch of stuff we've ever seen.
Mhm.
It's fun. What do you guys think about this one?
I like that they gave Rex full arms when
Yeah.
they gave him armor. I didn't like what they did with them because they use him to hurt Woody and Buzz.
Yeah.
Um, I love Trixie and that other dinosaur. I love both of them together.
Yeah, they're cute.
They're really
They're
good.
cute.
And
It's good.
the animation on the fight with Woody, Buzz, and that same dinosaur is like so good. Like Woody's like dipping and dodging all this shit, and like
Yeah.
with Buzz, that shit is animated really well. And my last note is I love the kid going to play the game, but then he sees Bonnie playing and then he stops and he gets into it. Like I really like that
Yes.
too. I like that.
Me
moment.
too. Yeah, that
Good
is a
moment.
great moment where she sees his toy and is like, "Cool, let's play." And she starts playing with it, and he's like, "Oh wait, that does look fun. That does look fun. Yeah, that's nice." And he just immediately gets into it. What planet is he from?
Mhm.
It's sweet. It's sweet. These are all pretty sweet. They're nice. You know, the Toy Story world, it's nice. I wouldn't hate it if they made more shorts, but it would be weird because like now Woody's somewhere else, right?
That's true.
Although, like,
you can
I
do like
wouldn't hate
Bunny and Ducky stuff, you know.
Bunny and Ducky
like-
stuff. Even that crew, even Woody's new crew, where they're like like
Dude,
liberating toys.
That's probably
and
what
shit.
Lamp Life
Yeah.
is.
No, because I think Lamp Life takes place before Toy Story 4. I think it's about her time at the
Oh, dude,
antique
really?
store.
That little thumbnail on Disney Plus had Woody and her
It
on
had
it, so that's
Woody
what led
and
me
her
to
on it,
believe.
yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm
Yeah.
wrong then.
No,
Maybe
the
I'm wrong.
description did say what you said though.
It
that
is
it's,
about
Oh, it
that.
did.
catching
Okay.
you up on what Bo
Mm.
Peep's like.
Maybe she's
and-
telling Woody the story, and that's what that
Oh,
picture
maybe.
is.
maybe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that later. Good stuff. What do you guys think about these overall?
I like them all, man. I think they're
I do
all
too.
great. They're
like
all
'em
fun.
all.
I I struggled to invest in that time forgot the dinosaur
Yeah.
stuff. But otherwise I quite enjoyed these. Even the ones that
Yeah.
I had seen but I didn't really remember that well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like Partysaurus Rex and Small
They're all
Fry. I don't
funny.
think I saw Hawaiian Vacation before.
I
Oh,
never saw
interesting.
Small Fry. I saw Hawaiian Vacation.
Small Fry's so good.
because I saw Cars 2 in the theater like a man,
like
like a grown man.
a man,
Like a man.
like a man is funny. Yeah, I think these are all really good. These were actually the reason that I wasn't particularly concerned when they said they were doing Toy Story 4. It's like having watched these, I was like, well, they're still making really fucking good Toy Story stuff. Like
Mhm.
like watching these, I was like, well, if they can make these like satisfying, good little Toy Story shorts and specials, then like, and if as long as they're going into Toy Story 4 because they have a good idea, like I felt pretty good about it, and I still quite like Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
I do kind of wish there were more though. Like it's a cool little universe. I don't need more Toy Story movies, but I don't see why we can't have some little some fun little shorts set in that world beyond these, especially with
Mhm.
Disney Plus. Feels like feels like a natural thing that they could do. I guess they did the Forky ones. We're not covering the Forky ones, although they are kind of funny.
My roommate came upstairs like during the credits of Time Forgot, and I was like, "Oh man, you just missed it. I just watched all of the Toy Story media." And then he said, you mean you watched all of those Forky shorts?" And I was like, "Oh no, so I lied to you."
Yeah, Forky shorts and Lamp Life. We blew it. We missed those.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow. Rats.
These are good though. Should we rank them? We rank the Toy Story
Yeah.
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 tunes. All right. Who wants to go
Who's
first?
up? Who's
I'll
up?
do it.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
I got mine right here.
Bottom to top? Or
Bottom
top
to
to bottom?
top. Number
Bottom to top.
5. Number 5, Partysaurus Rex. Number 4, Hawaiian Vacation. Number 3, Toy Story of Terror. Number 2, Small Fry. Number 1, Toy Story That Time Forgot.
Whoa. We're all gonna have totally different
Whoa.
rankings. I can already tell. All right, here's
Yeah.
mine. 5, Hawaiian Vacation. 4, Toy Story That Time Forgot. 3, Partysaurus Rex. 2, Small Fry. 1, Toy Story of Terror.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So for me, 5, Toy Story That Time Forgot. 4, Hawaiian Vacation. 3, Small Fry. 2, Partysaurus Rex. 1, Toy Story of Terror.
Wow.
Mm.
We weren't that different, Mikey. We flipped a couple. We flipped 4 and 5, and we flipped 2 and 3. But like general order is like the spirit of it is pretty similar.
I
That's
fuck
crazy.
with Partysaurus Rex. What can I say?
Partysaurus Rex is
good.
so fucking funny.
It's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like it.
man, cool. This was fun. I'm glad we covered these. These are nice. These are nice. It
Yo,
was
I
a
had
nice
an
way to. I
idea.
woke up this morning. Yeah, what you got?
Wait, you woke up this morning? I'm invested
did.
in your story.
Yeah,
now.
I know. Isn't that crazy? I was gonna say I woke up this morning. I was really tired, but I just sat on my couch and I threw on these Toy Story shorts. It was just like I drank my coffee and I watched Toy Story little shorts, and it was nice. It was a nice morning. I had a nice time.
Yeah, it was a good vibe, just chilling in broad daylight, watching these.
Yeah.
But I had an idea that I wanted to share just now, maybe about 7 or 8 minutes ago. It
Great.
just came to me for a new Lightyear movie. All right, you're in the
Heck
theater.
yeah.
You're in the theater. The title card comes up. It's 2008. There's a reboot of the movie Lightyear from 1995.
Andy is pissed.
Andy, now a toxic incel. His childhood is being ruined. But it's part of the new Lightyear verse.
Yeah. And then eventually we'll have a big crossover where the toy and the Patrick Warburton cartoon and the Chris Evans one and the reboot one all meet in a No Way Home style multiversal
Nice.
team up. And it's called Light Years. And yeah,
It's
the move.
2023. Andy is now writing the new Lightyear movie.
Nice.
This is that movie.
That's what it should have been. It should have been Andy writing a movie about the toy.
That was my friend Hector's pitch. He's been saying that forever. That was his idea for that Lightyear. Which honestly, like, if you're gonna tie it to the universe, that makes more sense than what they did. Like having it because it inherently is the slicker reboot of the idea. It's clearly not what those toys were based on. So
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they probably just should have said, this is a movie about Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Period. That's
But
it.
is he a toy? I don't get it.
Look, he had a secret mission in uncharted space. And that's what that movie was about. Yeah.
Wait, are there signs of intelligent life?
Not anywhere.
No. Oh, damn.
This is great, guys. This is the end of our Toy Story mini series. Sorry if you really wanted us to cover the Forky Shorts and Lamp Life. We did not cover them.
Sorry.
Start your own podcast.
Yeah.
And if
You
you want
do
people
it.
talking about lamp life, all right?
The Lamp Life podcast.
We aren't your dancing monkeys, okay? We're not just gonna do lamp
We're not
life because you
monkeys
want
in
us
a
to.
barrel. Oh man. But speaking of what you want us to do, let us know. Unless it's Lamp Life. No, this is great. I'm glad we covered the Toy Stories leading up to Lightyear. This is done now. We got to figure out what we're talking about next. Maybe it's Lego. Maybe it's Kung Fu Panda. Maybe we're gonna make a real cinema podcast.
Maybe it's not Scooby-Doo.
Maybe it's
man.
but maybe it is.
Well, maybe
Scooby-
it's not.
Scooby.
This sounds like good
Doo.
drama for a podcast. Scooby.
We're gonna split off now into separate Patreon podcasts where I talk about Scooby Doo and Tariq's he's gonna protest and talk about something else.
Yeah.
competing episodes
Let's see who comes
dropping
to the cool
on the
side.
same day.
On the same day, yeah.
Who comes to the cool side? No.
But we would love to hear what other things you want us to talk about. I don't know. It's kind of all up in the air right now. I feel like we're gonna think of something eventually and it's like, oh yeah, that's the one. Let's just
Wait,
do that.
we're watching Up in the Air with George Clooney.
Yeah. That's
our
yeah.
next
There we go. We
episode.
nailed it. Well, we're gonna do Up and Up in the Air.
Can we chase it with Up and Away?
Yeah, we're gonna do all three.
Man.
We're gonna do an Up miniseries.
Ooh.
Are there any other movies with the word "up" in them?
Well, I was thinking Away We Go is a movie. Up in the Air,
Oh.
up and away we go.
Don't
Away
look
we
up.
go.
And then go
What?
something.
Oh, we can't do Don't
and then
Look Up?
obviously, Surfs Up.
Oh, you do Surf's Up.
Surf's Up.
We
Dude.
can do Surf's Up. We can
Dude,
do
gotta
what
do-
is
Look
with
Up.
that Surf's Up sequel?
Oh,
that's
Surf's Up.
like-
Wave Mania?
WrestleMania. We have.
Yeah,
Wave
that
Mania.
it's like
We
the
have to
cover that.
WWE.
I've
Wave
never seen
Mania.
Surfs Up, but I need to watch the WrestleMania.
People like Surf's Up. I'm sure we'll get
Surf's
some
Up is
comments
alright,
about
man.
Surf's Up.
Look,
Surf's
I
Up
think
is
we
alright.
I think we should do. Up, Surf's Up, and Step Up. How about those? Is that
To the streets.
yeah? To the street. Yeah, Step Up to the streets. Not the first one. Not
Can we
3D.
What about
Can
Don't
we do
Look
Step
Up?
Up Revolution?
All right, I'm in.
Okay.
Let's do all these. We're gonna do the Up podcast where we just do all the movies with the word up in them. And
Grown
and
Ups.
I've heard of.
Then we gotta chase it with Grown Ups too.
Gotta do grown
Gotta
ups.
do Grown Ups.
We
Gotta
gotta
chase
do
it.
grown ups.
The-
Wow.
The Dollar Tree by my house, it has a copy of Grown Ups 2 in Spanish. And but it's on Blu-ray too, and it's just kind of been sitting there, and I've contemplated buying it multiple times.
To just watch it in Spanish?
Not even. I don't even think I would plop it in the player. I just would have
Just
it.
to have.
Yeah, you know, if it's at Dollar Tree, that means it's $1.25. It's not offensive not to get it.
I mean,
You know.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Surf's Up. I don't know. Let us know. Wave Mania, is that the next one? We won't skip the first Surf's Up, then we do Wave Mania. The strangest sequel ever. Whatever we're
Yeah, we
doing,
can
it's
do
gonna
it,
be
man.
great. Whatever we're doing is gonna be great. You guys got anything to plug? This is the Patreon. We're only plugging to 100 people. Plug the Patreon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tell your friends about the
Teenage Robot.
Patreon. We got a nice little boost, and we're really happy for all of our new patrons.
Hi
We jumped
guys.
up by like 20 people since our Simpsons episode, and we're finally like sitting pretty steadily above 100. We were sitting right at 100 patrons for so long, and now we're like solidly above it. So unless we really fuck up, we're in good shape right now. And we appreciate all you cursed ones. We love you so much, and we're very excited to keep talking about stuff.
Man,
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't bring this up at like at the end of the podcast, but a thing I don't think we've talked about or reacted to on mic is the Paddington 3 announcement.
You're right.
Did we
haven't
ever
talked about
react to
Paddington
it
in
at
a
all?
I don't think
We'll
so.
do it in the King of the Hill episode for the main feed next week. We'll do
Yeah.
it. In the cold open, we'll talk Paddington in Peru.
Because our boys going
Paddington
back to
in
Peru.
Peru, which is interesting.
Going back to darkest Peru.
I got too attached to our running for office idea. I got too
I
attached
know.
to it. It's so good.
Mhm,
It's the perfect one. Maybe he's gonna
Yep.
run for office in Peru.
That'd be wicked.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah.
Well,
some
I hope we get to
changes
see
down
the.
there.
I hope we get to see the retirement center for bears or whatever, whatever it's called. I want to see more of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks, folks. With that, I want to thank Carrie Feek for our amazing artwork. I want to thank Jake Neutron for our incredible theme song. I want to thank Michael Yunez for producing and editing the podcast and co-hosting After Dark with us. I want to thank you, Toonrific Tariq. I want to thank all of you cursed ones. And with that, thank you very much.